Take courage, hold on, stay with Jesus. In this first Sunday of Advent, I'd like to invite you to allow Jesus to open your eyes so that you can gain courage of the heart and also the grace to persevere in whatever journey you are in. One of the effects of darkness in our lives is that it can bring anxiety to our minds. And then when anxiety creeps in, it can turn into fear, and fear can lead to discouragement. In the first reading today in Jeremiah, it says that the Lord is a promise keeper. The line says there, "See, the days are coming. It is the Lord who speaks, when I'm going to fulfill the promise that I made to the house of Israel." The Lord is a promise keeper. That's why we can trust His words. That's why we can trust His presence and His words to us. In the Psalm it says that the Lord is our teacher. He can help us to find our path, our ways, because He is our Savior. You see, Advent is a time of waiting for the coming of the Lord to save us. And in these two messages that He is telling us in the readings, that we can trust Him because He is a promise keeper and He is also a teacher that can save us. So when fear comes into our lives, it can lead us to a feeling of discouragement. And the more darkness can come into our lives, the effect can be that of paralyzing fear. There's a song called "Here I Am to Worship," and in the line it says, "Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see. Beauty that made this heart adore you, hope of a life spent with you." The second reading invites us to open our hearts to increase our love for the Lord, our love for people, our love for one another. Because of God's generosity to pour His love into our hearts, St. Paul is inviting us in the letter to the Thessalonians to allow our hearts to be open so that God can pour out His love for us, so that we can love people. And that's the beauty of Advent. We are preparing our hearts for the coming of Jesus, the light of the world. And therefore, I invite you in this short reflection to open your minds and your hearts with the light of Christ and help Him to encourage you. Help Him to help you hold on, especially when your life is difficult. Pandemic has really affected all of us, our minds, our hearts, and also our way of life. And Advent can help you, while reflecting throughout these weeks, to take a pause, take a moment of silence, to open your eyes and to open your minds to those things that are making you anxious, that are making you afraid. So my encouragement for you is to, in these coming weeks and in these coming days, is to invite Jesus to help you take courage, to invite Jesus into your heart, into your lives, so that you can hold on, that you can persevere. In the Gospel for today, in the Gospel of Luke, Jesus is encouraging all of us to stay awake, to pray at all times so that we can have the strength to survive everything that is going to happen, so that you and I can have confidence when He comes. And my encouragement for you is that your daily prayer, your daily reflection, your quiet time during this Advent season can help you open your hearts to the presence of Jesus, the light of the world, so that you can have courage. So thank you so much for your openness to the Lord. And I pray that in this season of Advent, you can see the light of Jesus so that your hearts can gain courage and your minds will be enlightened by the Savior so that you can stand strong, that your hearts will be confirmed by the strength of Jesus, and that you can persevere. God bless you and all your families as well.